A lot of people who start a social media marketing agency say, I started my social media marketing agency at the ripe age of 16.
Have you heard about Iman Gadzhi? Now, you might not have heard about this guy before, but trust me, he's a legend. Like seriously though, who doesn't know this dude? He is like one of the fastest growing YouTube channels in the history of finance, and his channel's views are seriously skyrocketing right now. Anyway, Iman is a 22-year-old Russian entrepreneur and the founder of a company called Grow Your Agency, which is the largest education company for agency owners in the world. Basically, he teaches business owners how to make ongoing cash by generating leads on social media. His courses are super expensive, and even a one-on-one counseling session with him costs a crazy hourly fee. No wonder his company rakes in $50K per month. But that's not all. Iman is also the CEO of a digital marketing firm called IAG Media, which he calls a 21st century alchemy. This company has reportedly helped clients make over $64 million in revenue. Can you believe that Iman was only 17 when he started his first business and made over $300K that year? Oh, and get this, he's actually a high school dropout. Yeah, he had to drop out because of financial issues. But look at him now. He's the owner of multiple SMMAs and has a net worth of over $25 million. But hey, his fortune isn't the most important thing here. Now you might be wondering, how did he go from broke and struggling to a millionaire in such a short time? Well, that's what we're discovering in today's video. Iman's story is actually pretty interesting. He was born in South Russia and was raised by a single mom and grandparents. As a kid, he had a lot of issues at home. His mom was treated poorly by his stepdad, and Iman couldn't do anything about it. This made him a very introverted and isolated kid at school. He was bullied and didn't have any friends. All he wanted was to feel powerful and become an alpha male, which is pretty understandable considering the stuff he had to go through as a kid. His biological dad was an alcoholic and abusive towards him and his mom, which led to their divorce. His mom then remarried, but unfortunately, her new husband was also a bad dude. So Iman and his mom were on their own. But even though things were tough, his mom worked hard to provide for their family and ensure that Iman was able to finish his education. Stay tuned to find out more about his magic business formula that helped him get there. But hey, before I go on, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It's been about 7 years now since Iman started on his journey to success, starting when he was just 15 years old. Iman's mom had gone through some tough times, like being in 2 abusive marriages, and Iman didn't want her to have to struggle anymore. So, at just 17 years old, he made the brave decision to drop out of high school and start his own business. It wasn't easy, but Iman started by managing social media accounts for a soccer team and eventually moved on to buying and selling social media accounts and even tried his hand at fitness coaching. But through it all, Iman kept pushing and eventually discovered his true passion as a marketer. Back in the day, Iman was just uploading vlogs about his everyday life on YouTube. Then one day, a subscriber reaches out to him and asks if he can build his agency. And Iman's like, yeah, sure thing, bro. And the subscriber asks him how much he charges per hour. And Iman's like, £100, all surprise. Like he didn't think anyone would actually want to pay him for his expertise. But the subscriber's like, cool, that works for me. And within a couple hours of coaching, Iman helps this dude land his first $1,500 per PM client. Crazy, right? So Iman starts thinking about how he could help other people build their own agencies too. And that's when he starts his own digital marketing agency to offer management services. But he doesn't stop there. Oh no, he starts selling Facebook ad services too. And he even buys some courses to learn all the tricks of the trade. Now, Iman's got a pretty tough road ahead of him. He's struggling at first, trying to make his business work, but he doesn't give up. Instead, he changes his strategy and hires some professionals to help generate leads for his clients while he focuses on sales and operations. And guess what? It works like a charm. His business takes a 180 and he's making over $100K in revenue in just the first 2 years. At just 19 years old, he was able to establish himself on YouTube and Instagram and even made his mom retire with the success of his business. GrowYourAgency.com was born, which has become the world's largest education firm for agency owners. But Iman wasn't satisfied with just one successful venture. Oh no. He decided to branch out and create a new business called IAG Media, where he was shooting videos and taking photos to help companies develop. And on top of that, he was selling online courses to help startups and anyone looking to scale their online business. With these 2 businesses alone, Iman was making 7 to 8 figure profits. But that's not all, my friends. Iman was also making some major investments, including $1 million in wristwatches and another $1 million in crypto. And he's invested in a ton of small ventures as well. One of the biggest was partnering with the husband of one of his clients to launch a software company called Agency Flow in February 2022. This SaaS program was specifically for online agencies and made a whopping $10 million in the first 6 months. Iman has also started a non-fungible token company called Gents Croquet Club, which has become one of the highest performing NFT projects in the bear market. All of these successful ventures have led to a net worth of over $25 million for Iman. But even with all this success, Iman hasn't forgotten about giving back. He wants to make a positive impact on the world and is working towards reforming the education system. When he heard that 770,000 children in Nepal couldn't afford to go to school, he knew he had to take action. He teamed up with like-minded individuals and launched the GYA EdTech learning platform, personally financing 5 schools in Nepal and helping over 2,000 kids get an education. Talk about a boss move. Iman also expressed in an interview that he has definite plans to continue building schools, with the ultimate goal of having some of the students in these schools approach him and embody everything he had hoped for when he began this journey. Seems like he's also got a pretty sweet setup with his Grow Your Agency program, which he calls the company's philanthropic arm. But let's not forget, Iman's still living that lavish life, spending around $10 million a year or 20% of his earnings on himself. And seriously, can you blame this guy? Just recently, he couldn't even afford that wine that cost more than $100 while hanging out in Cape Town for 4 months in a year. Apparently, he's got this huge villa in Cape Town that he calls the Monastery, complete with a sauna, steam room, CrossFit gym, and a chef. And get this, he's got 2 security guards. And he's even got a place in Dubai too. Can you even imagine? But I guess when you're as successful as Iman Gadzhi, you just keep pushing forward and never stay still. That's a success mantra, always striving for the next goal. And let me tell you, it's paying off for him. He's a marketing genius, always using current events to his advantage. I mean, with the economy in crisis and inflation on the rise, it's no wonder he's using the hashtag #YouGetWhatYouGive to boost his fame and awareness. He knows exactly what to say and what to avoid to say to stay out of trouble and to protect his channel, which brings in over $100K per month in passive income. If he was really worried about getting cancelled, he would have already diversified his presence on an alternative platform, like Rumble, like Andrew Tate has done. What's your perspective on this? Please share your opinions in the comments and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Wishing you all a great rest of your day. And speaking of Andrew Tate, our next video is all about the most controversial internet sensation himself, so don't miss it.